Hi, it's Syla. Now, as you guys are aware, Genesis 2 contains a dino, a very broken one called a Noglin, and one of the best counter for it is Velos. However, Velos are incredibly easy to kill. That's because everyone literally would snipe them all with compound bows before you even begin the actual raid. So here in this video, I hope to show you one method to protect your Velos. Not completely, but pretty good, to a point where it is basically impossible to snipe all your velos, so that your velos will be able to counter any Noglins or any other players or tames that the enemy can throw at you. So let's get straight into it. Now, right here, I have a velo. So I'll be using this for demonstration. Now I have a foundation, a gravestone, a wall, and a ceiling. That's all we need. Right, so you want to start with a foundation first. And then right after that, you want to place your velo onto the foundation. So let's assume that this wall is your... So to the left of this wall is your base. To the right of this wall is the open field where the enemy will be charging at you. So you want to place the velo so that it is facing the enemy. So kind of like this. What you also want to do is make sure you can place a wall behind it. Alright, that's fine. Place two walls up. And then you want to move it all the way back to the wall. Right, next thing you want to do is you want to place gravestones. You want to place them further out as possible. So one of them here, then the other one you will kind of want to place a weird angle, a 45-degree angle, and then the third one more here. Then you want to place another one here. Now keep in mind, this is only one of the builds. There are a few variants that I'll show you in a bit, but this is the build if you want to have one velo protecting a certain area. Right, the last thing we need to do is place a ceiling above the velo. Now, right here, I am going to quickly try and shoot the velo. As you can see, although I have clear line of sight of the velo, I am not able to hit the velo. If I wonder it, there's absolutely no way that I can hit the velo. And since, you know, Fabi isn't the main thing that a velo will be killed by, compound bows does not work. I'm hitting it full on just to show you that it can be hit if you go straight right to the wall. You see that the velo is actually damageable. It is just because of these gravestone that they are not to be damaged. So you can see completely fine. And of course, since there is a ceiling above it, people can't snipe it from above as well. Whoops, that's not the right key. Alright. And just to show you guys, if you go up here, you cannot snipe the velo. However, there is a small flaw to this problem, and if you want to counter it, here's how you do it. However, it is extremely hard to counter it. You have to be exactly slightly higher than the velo in a position sort of like this. You have to hover around this position, and then you will be able to actually shoot the velo with a compound bow. As you see right here. However, if you are slightly too high, you'll hit the ceiling, and if you're slightly too low, then you won't be able to hit anything. So this is a perfect build for any cave. Build. If you have a cave, if you have a cave, then you can simply put this build on the top of your death wall. Since people can't actually get higher than that because the cave is the ceiling, people won't be able to snipe you from above. So this is pretty much invincible. If you have a pillar base, it's also amazing, since people would mostly be trying to snipe from below, and as you can see, you cannot physically snipe it from below. But yeah, so pretty broken build. Again, probably a bug with the gravestone. It extends much higher than it should. And also, just to show you that the velo actually works, I'm going to set it on turret mode, since aggressive, range high as usual, ignore group whistles. Right, and I am going to spawn in another velo. As you can see, that velo is able to shoot this video perfectly. Right, although the gravestones prevent bullet, like I just said, they do not actually prevent the velo from shooting outward. So this is a perfect build for pretty much any base. Another thing is, if you also want, you can, if you're trying to build a death wall, so if you have the death wall at the top of your cave, you probably won't need this. And what you can do is you probably won't be building with foundation, so you can just build a bunch of ceilings out. You probably won't need the ceiling on top since this is the top part of your death wall, and the top of this is literally the cave. You can simply ignore the sides, since these are pretty much to protect the velo from the sides. If you have a death wall, no one's going to snipe it from the side. Simply demolish these gravestones at the side, and then you can actually build. Let me see, build them like this. Cool, got collision on. You can actually build them side by side. I have way too high movement speed. You can actually build them side by side. You can build a whole row of gravestones, and then you can literally have a row of velo right behind it. And that would allow you to have like 10 velos completely protected from any shots whatsoever. But yeah, that is basically it for this video. Again, a really easy method to counter against enemy fabbies or enemy compound bows and protect your velos from enemy players. If you think this video helped you and deserves a sub, please be sure to subscribe. We're really close to 20k, and it would mean a lot for me if I can actually hit that. So yeah, but that's about it. I'll see y'all legends in the next one. Peace out.